The Packers can RELAX on this victory Monday after locking down the top seed in the NFC. Cole Caulfield continues to light the college hockey world on fire. The Stevens Point native and Badgers forward leads all Division I players in goals and points scored. The last time the Badgers and Wolverines faced off, Wisconsin was run out of the gym in Ann Arbor. A win over the Bears under the lights will give Green Bay a 3-game lead in the division with 5 games to play. I'm no math major, but I like those odds. All 6 area teams with a chance to punch their ticket to next week's state tournament. 2 of them have never been to state before, including the Phillips Loggers. The clock is ticking for the Bucks and the back-to-back league MVP. And I'm going to say it just on pure ability. I think Devontae Adams is better than all of them. Normal baseball seasons are 162-game marathons. You go on a 7-game losing streak? No biggie. Plenty of time to make that up. And who knows how much of next year he might miss. But the million-dollar question of the moment is who takes his spot on the blind side.
I love the AC. Any mullets?
No mullets. And I could try to grow one out. It might take a little bit of time, but maybe for their throwback night next year,
let's do it.
We'll make it happen. How about that?
Now sports with News Channel 7's Matt Infield.
The first state tournament since the pandemic began is finally here. 33 wrestlers from our area across 3 divisions looking for eternal glory and a gold medal as a state champ. Usually this is one big show in Madison. This year each division is at their own location. Let's go to D3 at Wausau East, where 9 area wrestlers made it to semis. We'll start at 120. Manawa's Colton Clem escapes for the 1-0 lead. Couple of stalling points later, and he advances with the 3-0 decision. Up now to 138, Stratford's Gavin Drexler is looking for back-to-back state titles. He shoots into a 2-point takedown, eventually strolling to a 12-4 major decision. His teammate Rafe Smart will join him in the finals at 195. Smartly grabs the leg. After a little tangoing, Smart snares the 2 points and then a 15-7 major decision. That's 3 wrestlers advancing to the finals that are in progress right now. We'll hear from the winners tonight at 10. To girls hockey, last year the Central Wisconsin Storm had their hopes of making their 13th straight state tournament, dashed by the Fox City Stars. Today, a rematch and a chance to turn the tables in Appleton. The Storm lost to the Stars 5-1 at the end of January. Much different story this time around. Audrey Ladewig gets the redirect for the game's first goal, 1-0 Storm. Then move ahead to the second period. Off the Stars' turnover in their own end, Samantha Federici is going to light the lamp to put the Storm up 2-0, and they weren't done in the second. As we move ahead now, Hannah Bauman is going to go top shelf to give them a 3-0 lead. Revenge is sweet for the Storm. They crushed the Stars 5-1. They are going back to state for the 13th time in the last 14 years. This weekend, the Badgers men's basketball team begins their toughest stretch of the season. 6 games left in Big Ten play, 5 against ranked teams, including 2 with Iowa and a rematch against Illinois. But it all starts Sunday against number 3 Michigan. It will be the Wolverines' first game since January 22nd because of a COVID shutdown within their program. These 2 teams played last month, and it was ugly for the Badgers. A 77-54 loss in Ann Arbor that wasn't even really all that close. It's been an up and down stretch for Bucky, but right now the focus is on themselves.
Just staying connected on both sides of the ball and sharing the ball on offense and getting guys the one more and the wide open looks rather than a contested shot. And then on the defensive end, obviously you can't have one person on an island and everybody else connected because one person out of sync can bring the whole ship down.
You want to continue to improve your team, improve what you do offensively, defensively. You really want to tighten things up because, like I said, this is the best time of year. This is when you want to be playing your best basketball. And so, with them having a long time off, they're going to be extremely fresh. They're going to be ready to go. They're going to have all their legs underneath them. But we got to use the advantages that we have too.
Wolverines Badgers tips off at noon tomorrow right here on News Channel 7. Less than a week removed from the Super Bowl, we get ready for the Super Bowl of stock car racing with the green flag on the 63rd Daytona 500, less than 24 hours away. Alex Bowman is on the pole and will lead the field to the start. It's his second pole for the 500, and it comes in his first race in the 48 car for Hendrick Motorsports after 7-time Cup champion Jimmy Johnson retired at the end of last year. Bowman's team remains the same from 2020, but he talks about carrying on the legacy with that legendary number in an interview you'll only see on 7.
It's been really cool. Jimmy's been a great teammate over the last couple of years, and to have Ally and Mr. Hendrick have faith in me and also the guys that were on the 88 with me to move over to the 48 as a group has been really special. So when it comes to driving the race car, nothing really changes. I want to win for myself and my race team, but working with Ally has been really, really cool. And obviously it's an iconic car number, so I'm really appreciative for the opportunity.
You can watch the Daytona 500 tomorrow on Fox WSAW. Coverage begins at 1:30 Central Time. That's a wrap on sports. We'll have your final forecast after this.
Now sports with News Channel 7's Matt Infield.
I'm about to show you the coolest thing you'll see from any Packer player today. But first, some background. At this point, there's no debating that Davante Adams is a superstar. The better debate is whether he's the best receiver in football right now. Adams leads the NFL in yards per game this season and is top 5 in both total catches and receiving touchdowns, despite basically missing 2.5 games. And this was all part of the plan for elementary school student Davante Adams. Check this out.
This is like 3rd grade, 4th grade
Seriously?
yearbook right here. So I don't know if you can see that. That was my goal from the beginning. And through the grace of God, I was able to achieve that. And, it doesn't stop here, but to be able to look back on something like that, I mean, it means a lot just because I don't know how many people in the world can say that, when they were in 3rd, 4th grade that they wrote in their yearbook what they wanted to do, and then they achieved just that.
Aaron Rodgers celebrated his 37th birthday yesterday. Well, today he and every other Packer fan could celebrate another anniversary. 5 years ago tonight, the miracle in Motown. Rodgers to Rodgers, Aaron to Richard, 61 yards on the Hail Mary as time expired to give the Packers a walk-off 27-23 win over the Lions. And it seems only appropriate that Richard Rodgers actually caught a Hail Mary touchdown for the Eagles earlier this week. Meanwhile, it is December 3rd. The Badgers football team has played 3 games this season, and they're getting ready to play the 4th against an Indiana team ranked higher than them. 2020 in a nutshell. The number 12 Hoosiers lost electric quarterback Michael Penix for the season last week, but they still figure to be a dynamic offense through the air that could challenge a Badgers cornerback group playing their first game without top man Rashad Wildgoose, who opted out of the season.
I think really the whole position group as a whole has had a good week and really weekend. We're able to do a little bit on Saturday, and I've liked the response.
With all due respect to UW Green Bay and Milwaukee, we are less than 24 hours away from tip-off in the state's best college basketball rivalry, with the Badgers traveling to Milwaukee to take on Marquette. Bucky won at the Kohl Center last year, while the Golden Eagles won an overtime thriller at Fiserv Forum 2 years ago. The 4th-ranked Badgers are the clear favorites against a very young Marquette team, and the vets for the Golden Eagles are making it a point to their freshmen that this is not just another game.
What I tell them first off is that this is not like every other game, you know what I'm saying? I know we take it as like game by game, but this game means more to us, to them, to our fan base, that this game gonna mean a lot. And the fact that this is a game that's gonna have a lot of physicality. Like so far we done played 3 games. I feel like this is gonna be the toughest game.